This is Erin Rabel Wilson from Best Life Physical Therapy. Today we're going to get into our Phase 2 exercises. So in Phase 2, we're concerned with making sure that we get coordination and strength and endurance from our pelvic floor muscles while we challenge the core and challenge that intra-abdominal pressure. So the first thing we're going to do today is start on our ball. So we're sitting on the ball, which is a great surface to sit on. But if you don't have a ball, it's fine. You can sit on any kind of surface at home. The ball just kind of comes up underneath of the pelvic floor and gives you a good feedback. So what we're going to do with our ball is we're going to start with elevators. So with elevators, we're really focusing on controlling those muscles. So in the front of the pelvic floor, you're going to nod the clitoris, close the openings, lift towards your heart. That's going to be closing the doors of the elevator. Then you're going to go ahead and lift the pelvic floor up to the first floor, second floor, third floor. As you get to the third floor, you'll feel your transverse abdominis muscles drawing in as well. Then we're going to come back to the second floor, first floor, then you can open the doors to the pelvic floor. So first, we're going to close the doors by nodding the clitoris, closing the openings, lifting towards your heart. Then first floor, second floor, third floor. That's the lift of the pelvic floor. Abdominals kind of draw in. You'll just feel this gentle draw in. It's not a pressure downward or outward. It's always going to feel like a closing and lifting up towards your heart. Then we're going to come back down to the second floor, first floor, and open the doors. I'd like you to set your timer for 3 minutes and complete elevators, focusing on that motion the entire time. The next thing I'd like you to do with your ball is go ahead and do some quick flicks. Now this is one that you can do. You're going to close those openings like we've talked about, nod, close, lift, and then you're going to relax for 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you come all the way down on the relaxation. So you're going to nod, close, lift, up, and then relax. 2, 3, 4. Nod, close, lift. 1, 2, and then relax down. 2, 3, 4. Nod, close, lift, and relax down. 2, 3, 4. The entire time you're doing this, I want you to visualize a sprinter, an Olympic sprinter, and he or she have these big muscles, and they are getting from point A to point B very fast. And so when we're doing these exercises, I really want you to focus on that big, powerful movement, but in that coordinated way, so that it's nod, close, lift, hold it strongly, and then relax back down for that relaxation fully onto that ball or surface that you're sitting on. Again, you will set your timer for 3 minutes and complete these exercises. These are exercises once you get started with them and once you get good at them. You can do these at the red light or some other time during your day when you've got a moment that you can focus on doing these. But for right now, I really want you to put your mind and your body and create that connection. The second thing we're going to start to do is we're going to start to build our hip muscles so that we are working on strengthening the hips at the same time as we are coordinating the pelvic floor. So you're going to take your band and tie your legs together. And what you'll do with your legs being tied together is you will inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you will nod, close, lift, draw that in, and then we're going to bring these legs out and in. And if it's hard for you to maintain that connection while you're coming out and in with your hips, then I want you to stop, reset each repetition, like so. Nod, close, lift, draw in, press the knees out, and come back in. And that's how you'll probably start the exercise. But after you get that down pat and you've got the connection, then I'll just want you to hold the connection as you bring your knees in and out like this. We will do 3 sets of 10 of these. After you've done your 3 sets of 10 of those, you'll grab a pillow or a ball and stick that between your knees. And then we're going to really focus on the nod, close, lift, and squeeze the knees together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax here the knees, and then relax the pelvic floor. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, nod, close, lift. Squeeze the knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't lose this contraction where you're nodding, closing, and lifting here. Relax the knees, relax the pelvic floor. So basically, pelvic floor comes on first, and then the contraction. You relax the contraction, and then pelvic floor can relax. So you'll do 10 of those. Just 10-second holds on that one. Then you're going to go ahead and roll onto your side. And depending on your strength of your hips, you'll either leave the band on or you'll take it off and do these without the band. And don't feel like this is a challenge. You're going to start where you are. That's where you are is perfect, and that's where we're going to be working. So you're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, nod, close, lift, pelvic floor, abdominals draw in with your exhale, and then you're going to lift the knee and lower, lift and lower, and you're going to feel the pelvic floor continuing to contract as you start to strengthen your hip muscle, and you're also keeping your you're keeping your hips facing the wall. So I like to pretend like I've got headlights on my hips, and my hips those headlights are going to stay facing straight ahead as I'm doing this contraction. As I'm lifting this leg, I can feel the whole time my pelvic floor is knotted, closed, and lifted, and abdominals are pulling in as I'm breathing normally. Okay, you'll go ahead and do 10 of those, flip over onto your other side, and do another 10. And then we're going to go ahead and take our band off. So we're finished with our band for that point. And now we're going to go ahead and get into a bird dog position. So we're starting to get into a little bit more advanced movements here. So we're going to go ahead and inhale. Oh, you know what? Before we do bird dog, let's do hover. Hover is so good for really isolating these muscles. So what we're going to do with our hover is we're going to inhale. As we exhale, nod, close, lift, as always. Our head is not going to actually be looking up like I was, or our head's going to be actually looking straight down. Eyes are going to be about 6 inches in front of your hands. Toes are going to tuck under, and we're going to hover. We're going to bring those knees up off the table or the floor, wherever you are, and you're just going to hold for 10 seconds. And relax down. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, nod, close, lift. Belly button comes in toward the spine. Toes are tucked, and you're going to go ahead and hover those knees. Making sure your neck stays long. Go ahead and relax down. So I've done 2 of those, but I will want you to do 10 in a row, 10-second holds. Then we will move on to bird dog. So bird dog looks like this. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, nod, close, lift. Belly button comes in toward the spine. You're going to reach the left leg back, right arm forward. And I want you to pretend like you're reaching for that front wall with your right hand and reaching for the back wall with your left foot. Slowly lower back to neutral. Your goal with this exercise is to go ahead and maintain the connection with your pelvic floor and maintain your back very flat, as if I have a dinner plate up there with peas and a full glass of milk. And if you, waver, then you're going to spill your peas, spill your milk all over your back. We don't want that. We want to keep everything nice, stable, and sturdy. And concentrating on keeping that core connection, keeping your neck long. Mine just kind of wanted to come out of that. So kind of tuck my chin down and lengthen through the back of my neck. So do these. So we'll do 10 of these. And it gets harder as you go. You start to get a little fatigued. That's normal. If you get tired, I'd like you to stop instead of continuing to go. The last exercise for this phase is going to be a modified plank. So what we will do for our modified plank is we will come into hands and knees position, and then we're going to walk our knees out and flatten out so that when we get into this position, our booty's not going to be up in the air. It's going to be straight in line with our body. So right now you can see I'm a straight line between my shoulders and my knees. And Basically, we're just gonna kind of hold here. And this is one option to do. Another option to do would be to come down onto your elbows and try to hold that. Now, we're in this position, we start to feel a little quiver. That's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and make sure that your pelvic floor is knotted, closed, and lifted while you're holding this. We'll try 10 seconds and do 10 of those. And we'll work our way up to doing more and longer in our phase 3. I look forward to working with you and seeing you for phase 3.